This is Jonathan Ferguson, the Keeper of Firearms and Artillery at the Royal Armouries Museum in the UK, which houses a collection of thousands of iconic weapons from throughout history. And I'm your host, Dave Jewett. Today we're taking a look at the finals, from their intriguing weapon choices to their absolutely bananas cosmetics.
Right, haha, I have successfully anticipated the next gun, because you told me that there was a Desert Eagle, and I had a feeling that there would be two of them. So they're not representing that significant recoil that would bring it across you, their bananas.
Yes.
Literally and figuratively, bananas.
This month is EXP's birthday, and to celebrate, we are running a sale.
New patrons can get their first month for half price, or you can get 3 months free by choosing an annual subscription.
By becoming a member, you can watch the extended edition of this episode, plus next week's Fallout New Vegas episode right now. You can also get 10% off all merch orders at expvideo.info by using code BIRTHDAY10 at checkout. Thank you so much for all of your support over the last year, but now, without further ado, it's over to Jonathan.
So to kick things off, to give you a bit of background to the finals, which I don't think I properly communicated to you last time we looked at this many moons ago. The finals is all set within virtual reality. It's in the future where more people hang out in virtual reality in the real world, which they refer to as meat space, which is great. It's implied that you can potentially change your weapon cosmetics to either make yourselves a more engaging competitor, someone more fun to watch, or to attract specific sponsors. All that's to be said, we're going to see some quite weird stuff, and that's why. But before you see any weird stuff, I'll show you the sort of base model of most of these guns.
Yeah, okay. The due sense of dread. Let's continue. All right, yeah, so that's recognisably the BRN 180. I've had eyes on the BRN 180 a lot lately because of the AKB 23 SA80 conversion thing, which some of you will have seen. So that upper receiver is seared into my memory at the moment, and it's kind of recognisably AR-18 derived as well. I'm not sure it's one-to-one to the standard BRN 180, but it doesn't look far off to me. That's a ridiculous reload.
Yeah.
Is this a sort of Matrix scenario where, because it's a virtual world, physics can bend to your will?
Yeah, I think people can do some weirder stuff, and again, those flourishes are meant to sort of entertain the crowd or attract sponsors.
Yeah.
And I'll happily go on record saying it had been a long time since I played this game, and I was getting my ass absolutely handed to me.
Fair enough. But it's quite a unique feel, isn't it, really? You've got quite realistic guns in terms of look, handling, reload, sound effects, case ejection, all of that, and a realistic looking environment, but the people sort of explode into money or whatever it is, and there are trophies that are just like kind of jarring to watch. I don't know what it's like to play.
It's a feast for the senses, let's say that much.
Right.
I think a good resolution for 2026 is to get healthier, a goal that is being supported by today's sponsor, AG1, and their great January savings. AG1 is a daily health drink that has been clinically shown to support gut health, and with over 75 ingredients, including 5 probiotic strains, it replaces the need for multivitamins, probiotics, and helps ensure you're getting the nutrients you need. 1 scoop of AG1 supports regular digestion, immune defense, and supports energy. It has been an easy habit to drop into my daily routine too. Just 1 scoop mixed with water ensures that no matter what the rest of the day brings, I feel better knowing I've kicked it off by doing something good for my body. And I can take on the rest of the day with a solid foundation. Go to drinkag1.com/EXP to get 3 free AG1 travel packs, 3 free AGZ travel packs, plus you get free vitamin D3 and K2 and an AG1 welcome pack with your first AG1 subscription order. Thank you AG1 for sponsoring this episode, and now I'll get back to the video.
Yeah, speaking of feasts for the senses, why does this have a receipt printer built into it?
I unironically love this thing. It's so funny.
Right, let me continue then, because so far I'm not seeing why that's there.
So when you kill an enemy, it prints off their name.
Okay.
So it's reading target dummy in the firing range, but when you take it into multiplayer, anyone you take out is just printed on a little receipt and stays on the gun until you kill someone else, and then it floats away.
That's certainly a unique feature. Do you get to keep those receipts?
No, as soon as you kill someone else, they disappear and they get reprinted. But Holtow is an insurance company, so I think you're like taking people out and claiming on their insurance, which is why like the receipt exists as evidence of that.
I see.
I think it's just very funny to sort of carry around the name of your last kill on your gun on a weird little machine receipt printer.
It feels like added value rather than just purely cosmetic, I guess.
The finals has a lot of they have a lot of really interesting skins, and I sort of really admire what they do with cosmetics because it feels right in this weird dystopian VR, and there's like legitimately unique things being done with paid cosmetics.
So what you're saying is you love microtransactions.
I'm not saying that. I bought the Skyrim horse armor.
That's
all those
what
years.
I heard.
I bought the Oblivion horse armor
tweeting.
all those years ago, but I still I'll take the blame for that bit.
Well, that's a very shiny revolver. Super shiny. Looks like a Smith & Wesson of some sort, based on someone's copy of one. I don't recognise that barrel assembly.
I think the base model is the Taurus Raging Bull, but this is one of the cosmetic options.
Oh,
with the little
okay.
red flourishes.
Yeah, it could be.
As you see in the yellow and black, it's a bit more Taurus there.
Taurus copied Beretta for the originally copied their self-loading pistols from Beretta and their revolvers from Smith & Wesson. I quite like the pseudo Plague Doctor outfit there. That's good. Something I do lose track of are the different configurations of different manufacturers' modern revolvers with the different barrel shrouds and profiles and ribs and all of that. So I get caught out sometimes because a game might be making theirs up, or they might be copying it from one I've not seen. Oh, hello.
Less relevant with this version.
That appears to be a stick.
Who among us hasn't gone for a walk as a young'un, picked up a stick and was like, this is the coolest stick gun I've ever found? We've all done it. I know I've done it, going for a walk in the woods and finding a cool stick.
What we haven't done, oh hello, is whittling it.
Yeah, that might be the ejection port.
Oh, is that the reloading?
That's just the inspect. The reload is the stick.
Oh really? Oh my god! I just saw
open, and you just put some stones in there.
I just saw the reload. That's truly bizarre. I was going to say, well, we have all done that, Dave, but we haven't fashioned our own wooden iron sights for it. But then two weird things happened before I could say that in quick succession. So this is literally a skin for the R357.
Yeah, it's acts the exact same way, but obviously drastically changes the aesthetics, but works the same way as the base revolver.
Well, sort of. I mean, they've actually changed the animation in turning it into a break open, haven't they? I mean,
yeah, but it's all timed the same, so there's no pro or con to using this really. You just get to shoot with a cool stick.
But I guess what I mean is it's not just a skin if you're changing your animations as well.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
You've effectively created a new weapon. Oh, that's cool.
So it's in game sense, it's the same gun, the R357, but again, drastically changing the animations, the reloads.
Yeah. So it's like a pseudo flintlock pepper box, and we're replacing the barrels in order to reload. That's an expensive reload, has to be said. Something's not quite right about that mechanism. It doesn't look like flint, but again, you can make it work. It's not real. Ligma balls.
I knew that. I knew you'd notice that.
Who is Ligma balls? Yeah, I can't decide if that flintlock is at all plausible. The little frizzen is incredibly narrow.
I think the barrow cluster rotates as well. There's a lot going on, but if you prefer to get some old school cool in your loadout, this is a gun for you.
But there's no priming going on. It's just like fudged frizzen and like slightly, I'm going to say this, slightly floppy cock.
You can't say that so soon after Ligma balls.
Can and a half. Yeah. And I'm not just saying that to be gratuitous. It is kind of flopping around. It doesn't have that positive like pull back and click and then fly forward and strike the frizzen. It just feels like it's flapping around. Don't know. It's cool, but it feels like they've never actually seriously looked at a flintlock and maybe should have gone with percussion instead. I don't know. Right, haha, I have successfully anticipated the next gun, because you told me that there was a Desert Eagle. And I had a feeling that there would be 2 of them. So I have got 2 of them as well. Same type as well, the Mark 19, the sort of classic. Although the safeties are different on these. But with the Weaver rail, not the Picatinny, not the lightweight version. Yeah, the old cocket like that thing. Where have I seen that? I again wouldn't want to try it. I'm not sure what this is all about. And in reality, these are hitting each other. I don't know if you remember our old attempt at my old attempt at Akimbo shooting just with 9mm. It was a struggle to not have them recoil into each other. And with 50 AE Desert Eagle, although I suppose the front one is held out in front of the rear one to some extent, and yeah, I guess if you're holding them like that, so they're out, one's out in front of the other, but they're not representing that significant recoil that would bring it across you. They're bananas.
Yes.
They are literally and figuratively bananas.
50 AE bananas. Do you like how they come in a pair and you have to tear them off of each other?
What? What is going on? This feels tailor-made for this content, doesn't it? Maybe not for me.
My only headcanon for this cosmetic is that maybe this person's sponsored by a fruit company.
Yeah?
You never know, because the package turns the frag grenade into a pineapple as well. So if Del Monte ever wanted to sponsor Bloodsport or Virtual Bloodsport, this is where it would be.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to be eaten as well, or one of them.
Yeah, as part of the reload.
But the left-hand one isn't getting eaten. What's the sound effect as well?
It still ejects cases as well, which is quite funny.
Yeah, I noticed that. That was truly bizarre. It's hard to see how we'll do better/worse than that, but I'm sure you have me covered there.
I don't know. I think it might actually get more sensible from here on out.
That's my hope.
As we mentioned at the top of this episode, we are currently running a sale on the EXP Patreon. New patrons can get their first month for half price, or you can get 3 months free by choosing an annual subscription, which means you get access to over an entire year's worth of extended Director's Cut episodes and exclusive Patreon content for half price up until the end of February. Every single patron and every piece of merch sold goes a huge way towards supporting EXP and allows us to make cool content like this. So a massive thank you to everyone who checks out the links in the description below. But for now, I'll get back to the video.
This almost feels too pedestrian.
There's bolt action. But it does feature one of my, what might be one of my favourite cosmetics in the game that we will get to after checking out the base model. And I'm sure Josh from the Royal Armouries will appreciate it as well.
Wow. So I'm guessing I didn't quite catch it, but I assume that's the snapshot of the moment of their death, is it?
when you take down an enemy, you get a little picture of them. Little Polaroid, and you can't see it in first person, but instead of a trigger, it's just a little camera button instead of a trigger.
Okay.
Just a nice little touch. They've put as much camera on this gun as possible.
Yeah, I was just trying. Yeah, okay. So this is a Sarco model bolt action. We have one of the modern Sarcos, but nothing close enough, I think, to be worth grabbing. We certainly don't have one that is cosmetically themed to be a camera. Yeah, at first I didn't realise, and I thought it was just the thing on the side, like with the receipt printer. Josh is going to love that, you're right.
So as you can see, I took out that person, and they get a nice little Polaroid to remember them by.
Oh yeah. Oh, but it's not them getting shot. It's like a headshot. It's like a promotional headshot of them. That's weird. Oh, or is it?
No, it is like the character pose.
Okay. This does seem like absolute chaos, though.
It is. This game might be a bit too fast for my old brain at this point.
There's some kind of corridor digital level reloads going on in. Or is it who's the guy? There's a guy before them that did famous silly reload videos. I've forgotten his name.
The guy that did Video Game High School.
Maybe?
Rocket Jump? Is that what you're thinking of?
Might be. This is going back some. But yeah, it was in particular the catching the cartridge on the side and then letting it trickle in. This is the Laugo Alien, by the way. I'm trying to remember to actually mention what these things are in real life. I haven't got hold of one of these. Ian at Forgotten Weapons has. He's quite a big fan of it. It's appropriately wacky looking already. And the name is appropriate too. Meant to be kind of, low muzzle rise as a design, but also just, I think, to look cool and be something different. And from a design perspective, you don't want to just pick all the usual suspects of 1911s and Glocks and ARs and AKs. You want to have a somewhat distinct roster of guns in your game. What's the white foam stuff? I'm sure that came up last time.
It's like hardening, expanding foam, so you can use it to block off doors or create cover.
Right. I vaguely do remember that. It does sometimes feel like a bit of a fever dream watching this stuff, and we move on to the next thing and the next thing, and day job stuff and real life stuff happens, and then you come back to the same game like however long later, and you go, have I seen this before? I don't know. Only if I've got into playing it myself does it kind of stick. I suppose we were inevitably going to have a lever action at some point. Oh, the tube reload. Interesting. This is another Marlin of some kind. One of the more modern designs. The only one that comes to mind is the 95, probably because it's in the Jurassic World movies, but I think it's meant to be a smaller caliber than that.
I've seen more and more games featuring those tube reloads in recent years.
Yep. I'd never seen a real one until we saw the first game one. Oh, that dodging is very annoying.
Yeah, so in close quarters, if you're stuck using a lever action and there's a light class who's already got a very small hitbox just jumping around, I wanted to reach through this screen and snatch the life out of him. It was so frustrating.
The first team wipe is in and the arena is buzzing.
Right, I'm gonna have to. I've never done a direct comparison with a minigun before, and there's a good reason for that, but let's give it a go. So the right off the bat, that does not look particularly accurate to a real minigun. So they've got the flash hider on the end there. Well, let me attempt to muscle this thing into shot. To be very careful not to crush important bits of yourself with this. It's a beast. And this isn't all of it. Well, not if you want to shoot it anyway. Yeah, so it's not too far off, actually. Just about see the shape of the casing there. With that split ring that our label is hanging off. That's correct. So the general shape is pretty good. Now you've got the wire-locked screws there, the 4 screws. They're for attaching to a mount, and we have a mount hanging of sorts, a bit of one hanging off this that adds to its weight. And those screws are for clamping that on. So that's correct. There's one of those on the other side. Now the reason that the screws are on there and are locked on with wire is that's their mount. So they've attached their version of a Predator T2 style minigun mount. That's mounted on. So where we have our mount clamped, well, not clamped on, but bolted, screwed on with those 4 screws either side, they have got their Picatinny rail and hand grip and rear pistol firing grip on there. I mean, it's pretty close to a real minigun, perhaps surprisingly. Now, hanging off the side, which you won't see on this, is a great big drum mag. Yeah, so where your feed chute would be coming in from, I guess, more traditionally in action movies or whatever, it'd be a backpack of ammunition, or on a real one, it would be a ammo can, is a great big kind of surefire D60 style clockwork drum mag, which would contain not that many rounds, but let's see how it actually functions.
I believe the magazine is helical as well. When you see it in first person, you can sort of see that there's a spiral of rounds in one of the witness holes.
Yeah, if you look at the length of it. Yeah, you can see the rounds. They've cut witness holes in the mag. I mean, they're just holding that out in front of you. I'm not even going to attempt that. That's a really cool minigun. Sounds good as well. We've even got those split rings hanging off the end of the pins that you see on the real gun. Not quite sure how that drum mag works. There are no real miniguns with rock and lock magazine mounts to my knowledge. Although, I guess in reality, you'd be adapting the attachment for the feed chute. That would need some engineering, I think. As far as ludicrous handheld miniguns go, this is up there.
High praise.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of the Gatling.
That is genuinely nice. I particularly enjoy the kind of dainty way of inspecting it.
Yeah. I like how to reload it. He has to toss it up into the air and catch it, and then back to switch hands.
Yeah, it's well done because obviously they haven't made it as different as the as the tree branch revolver is. Perhaps they could have taken it a bit further and made it more faithful to the Gatling. But it's a good effort. I do like that. Is that a pocket watch hanging off the?
It is.
That's amazing. It should come with a monocle as well.
Did the period Gatling gun? It had like a sort of pseudo drum feed that was just sort of vertical magazines arranged in a circle, right?
Kind of, yeah. The Broadwell drum is essentially radially mounted magazines. It's in a single assembly, but you have to crank through one stack and then manually rotate and then crank through the next stack.
Well, it looks like they've taken that idea for their inspiration for this drum magazine, because you can see in the 3D view it's rectangles arranged in a cylinder.
Oh, okay, yeah. Can you see what was on the plaque?
It says virtual firearm manufactured by Discovery Corps 2025. Alter, exploit, destroy.
2025.
So I guess maybe some corporation discovered a weapon like this, a historical object, and turned it into a virtual one.
Or they discovered a virtual one from 2025 and imported it into their game. Getting very meta, isn't it? Interesting. Pretty bog standard looking P90, which I've waved at the camera not too long ago. Version of the ring sight on top. Doesn't look quite the same, but it's pretty close. The gun itself looks pretty bang on. And we have a transparent mag, which we always enjoy. I do like that sort of orange peel texture to the metal sight, front sight, the receipt. It's the upper receiver essentially, or part of it, that holds the sights and the rails. That finish is true to the real P90, and most versions won't bother to replicate that sort of rough texture. This is unfortunately reminding me of the not very good Gerard Butler film Gamer.
Oh god, it's been a while since I've thought of that film.
I know, sorry.
It was indeed quite trash.
Gamer. It was. Didn't make any sense either. It was like a movie from the 90s about video games. We appear to have a reload where we slam a handful of rounds into the side of the gun somehow.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons I wanted to show you this P90, because it has some fun reloads of just smashing rounds in through the magazine.
And that's not even mentioning the skull dip finish.
Well, I put that on because I thought you'd be into it. You like a good skull.
I like a good skull. They're not anatomically correct enough. I'm afraid. I like an anatomically accurate skull. These are a bit alchemy gothic.
I can honestly say I've never seen a reload in a video game where the character just takes a handful of 5.7 rounds and smashes them through the magazine into the feed.
Yeah. If it wasn't so funny, I might be annoyed by it. At what point does the silly reload kick in then? Does that come with the skin? It can't be tied to the skin, surely.
No, you can buy specific cosmetic like reload packs for a lot of weapons that just change the default reload into something more exciting. But the handful of 5.7 rounds only happens when the magazine is empty.
Ah.
The mighty sword of transformation.
Oh god, it's the that thing.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh god, come on, brain.
Ash 12.
The Ash 12, thank you. Yes, last seen in, was it a COD game?
Been in Call of Duty. I think Tarkov is probably its most famous
Tarkov,
appearance.
yeah, fair enough. Well, as you can tell, and you may remember, I have no real familiarity with this. Barely remembered that. If I didn't really remember the name, did I? But yeah, Ash 12 is what I knew it as last time. If you're going to do the large caliber automatic weapon like 50 Beowulf, 50 SOCOM thing, the bullpup seems to me to make more sense for that, because it's going to be heavy and awkward and you're going to want a certain amount of barrel length with it, so why not? If you're going to go crazy, go bullpup. It's a bold skin.
If there was ever a gun to have a flame paint job, this thing with its massive, although pretty fun muzzle flash seems to work.
I was just going to say, the muzzle brake muzzle flash is very cool. Probably see this more with cameras that have a frame rate than with the naked eye necessarily, but that almost kind of freeze frame effect of the flash where it's happening so fast that it's like a series of stills. It's a very cool effect. You're definitely going to want a break on that thing. I don't have to have shot it to tell you that.
You definitely want to be a large person.
Yep. Hooray, it's an MP5, which is looking quite good. If a bit too shiny, maybe, for a... Maybe it's, like, brand new in engine, as it were. But what's the mag capacity?
32.
Interesting. I was just going to say...
Sorry, 34. It's a 34 mag.
Even more so. So, let me get one. The only thing that struck me that might not be actually correct, apart from it being, see what I mean about the finish, like your typical MP5 finish is somewhat shiny, it's like a satin, but the only thing that stuck out to me, like model wise, was the mag. It seemed a bit too long and curved, more like, ironically, or not appropriate enough I suppose, the 34 round Sterling mag, which is more sharply curved, because the more 9mm rounds you line up, the more they describe a curve. So you could look at that and say, well, they've got the mag wrong, but actually if you've got a fictional 34 round version of this, it might well be that long and curved. I will say it's kind of lacking the jankiness of the, not jankiness, that's not fair, but the welds, like it's a bit too slick and precise compared to the real thing, which has very neat welds, but they are visible nonetheless. But what I've picked up on there is the ejection port, or rather the bolt, visible through the ejection port. This looks like a toy gun. It's very shallow. You've just got the thickness of the receiver, and then it's just a slick-sided fake bolt, which is what you see on some like kids' toy versions of the MP5. Whereas the real thing has a much deeper. In fact, I'll show you. Up in there, the sides of the bolt are much more dished out relative to the surface of the receiver itself, because it's essentially a steel tube or steel rod, steel bar welded to the bolt machining, and then the weld is dressed off, so you end up with a very deep dish bolt compared to this. Absolutely, it's not flat because it still has the two surfaces, but hopefully you get what I'm droning on about here. Oh wow, okay, it's like an iridescent beetle carapace, or one of those car wraps that people get. There's a charm on there. Yeah, I've got to say, this is one of those where, see, the bolt looks a bit better there, interestingly. That looks more correct. Strange. Could almost see where the weld would be. Weird that the one in the menu would seem to look different. Anyway, this is one of those where I like it's aesthetically pleasing as a skin, but it still makes me a bit sad that it's wrapped around an MP5. I mean, God, in theory you could do it for real, couldn't you? If you can get that finish on a car with a wrap, you could absolutely apply it to a gun in some way.
Yeah, a very fine prismatic
Don't
paint.
do it. Don't do it.
I've got miniature paint that's prismatic, so I'm coming with my brush.
You've got an airsoft MP5.
Oh, I do. Oh my god. That Tokyo Marie MP5 is in trouble if I ever get an airbrush.
Yeah, I guess you'd need an airbrush. Well, what can I say? If this was in Call of Duty or whatever, I'd be complaining about it. In this game, why the hell not?
Hey, we could probably fill a whole nother episode with some of the other bizarre skins the finals have, if people would be really interested, because like I said, there are some
we could.
Tremendously interesting weapons available in the finals. We're going to look back in 50 years, still making the content, and something like this is going to be happening, and we were like, if only we knew.
Dave, in 50 years, I will be 97 years old.
We'll still be doing stuff, mate. Don't worry about it.
Till you're 90.
Till the wheels fall off.
Well, the Steamrollers certainly cranked out a win in this match.
Thank you all for watching. Let us know in the comment section below what the games, movies, TV shows, or beyond you would like to see on the show in the future. Make sure you check out our sale over on our Patreon and our merch site, expvideo.info. And of course, remember to subscribe. As always, I want to give a massive shout out to all of the supporters over on the EXP Patreon for supporting EXP and for allowing us to continue to make cool content like this. Links to support Jonathan and the Royal Armouries will also be in the description below, so make sure you check those out too. But again, I wanted to say thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, all of that good stuff, and we will see you very soon.